Hello everybody, it's Kayleen Hager and I'm going to teach you guys today about digital storytelling and why I think it's important for you to use it in your classroom. So why is it relevant? It's relevant because the number one most important thing I think digital storytelling does is it provides differentiation in your classroom. So instead of making your students type out an essay or write a 1-minute paper, they can really use this, whatever app you give them to use digital storytelling, to express themselves and do something that actually sparks their interest. It can also be used in a flipped classroom model, which is really important for what's going on in our world today, is our teachers have been kind of forced to use a flipped classroom model. So if you have tools in your toolbox that help you, that your students already know how to do, you can have and assign them this at home so they already know how to do it and you can monitor their progress at home. It is also very audience driven. These students are creating something for an audience, to present to an audience, a story for you to read, to be engaged with, so it kind of makes them want to make the best product they can. And like I said before, it allows them to really use their creativity. It's a creative outlet for them to really create any story they want using your guidelines and express themselves. And it also sparks their interest. In our generation today, students are using technology at home. It is something that they're really interested in. And if you can provide them with something that sparks their interest, they're going to want to use it and do well on it. Advantages and disadvantages. So like I said, differentiation is a huge advantage. It allows your students to be creative. It creates a creative outlet for them. It can be used for any subject: history, art, biology, science, English. I actually use mine for English because I think is great for them to write stories instead of doing essays. And it really makes them think about plot and characters and theme. And that takes me to my next one, is it makes them use their higher thinking skills. So if you have advanced students, you can have advanced students use this program, and then your other students that may need more help, they can maybe make a handbook or something a little more, something that like pertains to them, but it really dials into those higher thinking skills and makes the students gather what they know and what they learn and put it into a story and creative outlet. And it can be collaborative. You can have the students work on it together, which is awesome. The disadvantages are most websites cost money, which most programs online do cost money. That's just what we run into as we're teachers. It is a little complex, but if you have your students really dig into it and learn it, they can learn it really fast. They just really need time. And that brings me to my last disadvantage, is it does take a lot of time management, but if you provide the students with small breaks or something to get their mind off of it and kind of break it up, they won't get burnt out on their projects. Universal design learning principle. So our first one is multiple means of engagement. Digital storytelling sparks interest, excitement in many students because it's so much more interesting than just writing an essay or a paper or creating a PowerPoint. It is a creative outlet where they're allowed to create whatever they want using very low boundaries, or as many boundaries as you give them. I try to give my students as little boundaries, that way they can really run with it and create something that's their own. Multiple means of representation. They are allowed to do comics, they're allowed to do stories. And it really allows them to organize and express their ideas by creating whatever they would like to, again with your guidelines and your requirements. It also allows for multiple means of expression and action. Students are engaged to use higher thinking skills to interpret what they know / learn into a story. They are encouraged to express themselves and share their expression with the teacher and their classmates. And then here's some awesome resources that will also be posted on my handout. I'm actually going to show you Pixton. Pixton is one of my favorite apps for digital storytelling. You get to have as many classrooms as you would like. Your students join actually with this link, and then you can view your class. You can view their comics and their progression they've made. And then I actually made a little example for you guys. This is my comic about dinosaurs. The only downside to this website is you do have to buy the packs. They give you some initial packs, but if you really want to allow your students to use their creativity, they do require you buy the packs, but it's so worth it because there's just so many, and it's great for your students to express their creativity. And I am so thankful that you guys are with me here today and learning about digital storytelling, and I hope this has taught you something and you can use it in your classrooms. Thank you.